Want more podcasts? Head over to gmg-podcast.com.
Get back in the gym, you get your sparring back on track. I found like sparring is something that gets you neurologically ready for the combat that you're about to do. But if the combat you're about to do is not within the next 8 weeks, why the fuck you sparring hard for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think you know who does this really well, and I admire them, and it's probably why the sport of Muay Thai has advanced the way it has. Is they do a lot of touching, where it's not like they're throwing lots of kicks, they're throwing punches, but none of them are brain trauma kind of punches. Or like one of the things that RG does at Grants is like the body sparring, right? Where you're still getting that reactionary work, because that's what sparring is. I think a lot of people think sparring is this thing where you prove if you're a tough guy and you try to win the sparring rounds. Yeah, there's a time and place for that. You have a fight in 2 weeks and you want to be sharp and you want to be mentally ready, but not really if there's no other value for it, in my opinion, in that sense. But I find like when you do the body sparring, yeah, fuck it. Like, yeah, hit me. As long as I'm not breaking a rib, we're good. You know what I mean? Punches to the chest, punches to the body, working on those reactionary things, but I like, that's the one thing I hate to see is when guys are sparring and they don't like. I'm like, when's your next fight? Oh, I don't have one booked. Why the fuck are you sparring so hard?
Yeah. And like now people are smart with like the way they taper their camps. Like if they're like 8 weeks out in the sparring, they're sparring hard on week 8 and 7. And then
Yeah,
like they might like go week 6 and 5 a little easier. Then week 4 they'll go hard one more time, and then that's it. And then they'll like just taper, and then like leading up to the fight they'll just do some technical sparring sessions, make sure the eyes are right. But they don't want to take you don't want to take damage going into the fight like that.
yeah.
There's no point. You want the damage you take to be in the fight. So that yeah.
For when it
So,
counts, when the money's being
yeah.
made. Yeah.
Yeah, why you losing a bunch of brain cells when there's no like you're not making any money?
And